Millions of people have watched survival challenges in the Arctic. But in 1959, 9 experienced hikers faced the real frozen wilderness. None of them came home. And what investigators found months later remains one of history's most chilling mysteries. January 23, 1959. 9 young hikers set out on an expedition through the remote Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. These weren't beginners. They were experienced, highly trained, and fully equipped for extreme winter conditions. Temperatures would drop below -30 degrees Celsius. The group expected danger, but not the kind they would face. When they failed to return on schedule, search teams launched a massive rescue operation. Days turned into weeks. Then finally, rescuers found their campsite. Their tent was still standing. Food was untouched. Supplies were inside. But one horrifying detail immediately caught investigators' attention. The tent had been sliced open from the inside. Not once. Several times. As if the hikers had desperately escaped into the freezing darkness. Without shoes. Without proper clothing. Without any obvious reason. What could possibly terrify experienced Arctic hikers so much that freezing to death seemed like the safer option? Investigators thought the torn tent was the strangest clue. Then they followed the footprints leading away from it. The tracks stretched across the snow. And they belonged to the missing hikers. But something wasn't right. Some footprints were barefoot. Others were wearing only socks. A few showed signs of minimal clothing. Yet despite the freezing temperatures, the group appeared to have left voluntarily. No signs of a struggle. No signs of attackers. Nearly a mile away, rescuers discovered the first 2 bodies beneath a massive cedar tree. Nearby were the remains of a small fire. It appeared they had desperately tried to survive. Then investigators looked upward. Branches high above the ground had been snapped off. Someone had climbed the tree. Fast. Desperately. As if they were trying to spot something approaching through the darkness. Or escape something already there. But the next discovery would transform a tragic accident into one of the greatest mysteries ever recorded. 3 victims weren't running away from danger. They appeared to be running back toward it. Several hundred meters from the cedar tree, search teams found 3 more hikers. Frozen where they fell. Their position suggested they were attempting to return to the tent. Whatever had driven them away may have seemed less dangerous than remaining outside. But they never made it. Weeks passed. Then months. Still, 4 hikers remained missing. As winter slowly released its grip on the mountain, rescuers made a shocking discovery. A deep ravine hidden beneath layers of snow. Inside lay the final 4 hikers. The scene stunned investigators. These victims hadn't simply died from exposure. They carried injuries that looked more like the aftermath of a violent collision. Broken bones. Severe trauma. Damage that seemed impossible to explain. Then investigators noticed something even stranger about one of the victims. Found during the autopsies fueled theories that would haunt this case for decades. One hiker had suffered a crushed skull. Another had massive chest injuries. Experts later said the force involved was comparable to a serious car accident. Yet there were almost no external wounds. No evidence of a fight. No signs of weapons. No footprints from attackers. Then came the detail that captured worldwide attention. One victim was missing her tongue. Others showed missing facial tissue. Theories exploded across the Soviet Union and beyond. Animal attack. Secret military testing. A hidden cover-up. Something unknown lurking in the mountains. Scientists would later offer natural explanations for some of these injuries. But the mystery was growing. And investigators were about to uncover another bizarre clue. Some of the victims' clothing appeared to contain radioactive contamination. radiation, strange lights in the sky, unexplained injuries. By now, people were convinced the government was hiding something. Laboratory tests revealed unusual radioactive traces on several articles of clothing. The discovery only deepened the mystery. Then witnesses came forward with another strange claim. They reported glowing orange lights moving through the night sky around the same time the hikers disappeared. Rumors spread rapidly. Secret military experiments, experimental aircraft, Cold War weapons testing, even alien encounters. Over the years, countless investigators attempted to solve the case. Every theory explained part of the puzzle. None explained everything. The Dyatlov Pass incident became one of the world's most famous unsolved mysteries. Then, more than 60 years later, modern scientists returned to the evidence. Armed with technology unavailable in 1959. What they discovered may finally reveal why the hikers fled into the frozen darkness that night. After more than 6 decades of speculation, scientists may finally have uncovered the truth behind one of history's most terrifying mysteries. Using advanced computer simulations and modern avalanche research, experts reconstructed the events of that night. Their conclusion surprised many people. A delayed slab avalanche may have struck the campsite. The force could explain the severe injuries. Fearing a larger collapse, the hikers may have cut open the tent and fled into the darkness. Disoriented by blizzard conditions, freezing temperatures, and total darkness, they became separated. One by one, they succumbed to the mountain. Today, many experts consider this the most likely explanation. Yet questions remain. Why did some injuries appear so unusual? What caused the mysterious lights reported in the sky? And why did 9 experienced hikers react so suddenly? More than 60 years later, the mountain still guards some of its secrets. And perhaps it always will. 9 hikers entered the frozen wilderness. None returned. And while science may have solved part of the mystery, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling survival stories ever recorded. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Trending Pulse and turn on notifications for more mysteries, true stories, and unbelievable events from around the world. Leave a comment below with your theory. Was it an avalanche or something else?